Are you planning on coming to Lusaka and you're not sure how much cash you should bring with you? Well, watch this video. I'm going to tell you exactly how to move around with or without cash here. Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, I'm now 10 years in the game as being a full-time expat / nomad. I am on my 4th country, 3rd continent, and here in Lusaka, Zambia, the southern region of Africa. And I started not only sharing some of the tips that I've learned along the way, along this 10-year journey, but most importantly, if you're an expat or you're thinking about becoming one, why you should start out here in the southern region of Africa, especially in Zambia, due to the opportunities that are here. And so let's go ahead and get into today's video. So this video actually coming from, I'm literally right now watching a guy on an old live stream. He's in the Dominican Republic and people are coaching him on how to exchange money, how to hide his money in the safe so he don't get robbed, all of these different things. And I was like, yo, this is pretty crazy, but also it's pretty basic stuff if you've been an expat or you've been traveling for a while. And one of the things that I really appreciate about this southern region of Africa is you don't have those issues like that. And what I mean by that is, one, you don't really have to worry about somebody coming in and robbing you. 2, there is modern here. Like, it's not much different than the United States or the UK as far as people use debit cards. The banking system in this southern region is one of the best I've seen in the world. It's one of the most secure banking systems I've seen. And mind you, I was coming from Colombia back in 2022. And that was probably one of the worst banking systems I ever seen. Even to this day, I had money in my Colombian bank account and it just disappeared. No one was able to tell me what happened to it, why it came up missing. And so coming here where I have no issues, if anything comes out of my bank account, I get a text message or a notification instantly. And when I deposit money, there's an instant notification. They even send me text messages if there's just something going on with one of the branches with the bank that I use. And so this is something like I really want you to understand is like, you don't need to exchange money coming to Zambia. It don't matter if you're coming from the US or the UK, you can just use your debit card. And using your debit card, what you want to do is when you're pulling money out, if it asks you, do you accept the conversion rate? Always say no. Now, sometimes, depending on your bank account, it may cancel the entire transaction. However, what it's usually doing is canceling that ATM fee of charging you a different exchange rate. And so that's why I always tell you, just cancel it. You want to just pull out the amount of kwacha that you want and then let the banking systems do the exchange for you. You're going to save more money in the long run. And also you're going to be able to get the exact current exchange rate. If you accept the exchange rate conversion on the ATM, and I wish I could show you this, but like, you're not supposed to film ATMs. I hope you know that. Like, you should never film an ATM. So just if you've been overseas or just imagine you're in a different country and you're using a different ATM, it's just a little notification that pops up. It's going to ask you, do you accept the conversion rate? And just always pick no. It's always safe to pick no. Because if you pick yes, it's like going to a Western Union or like a independent money exchange. They're going to give you a different rate. And it's just a way for ATMs, those banking ATMs or whoever own those ATMs, to collect more money. There's nothing illegal about it. If you've ever been in the private ATM business or know someone that have, it's just the same thing. It's the different fees that they mark up, and that's how they make their money on those machines. And so that's going to save you money when it comes to exchanging the rate. And now, as far as cash, do you need cash or how much cash do you need? I'm going to be honest with you. You don't need cash in majority of the places you go to here. Unless you're in town or you're maybe buying stuff from a market, or I'm trying to think, what's another example? Maybe if you're at some kind of market or I can't even think of the name of it right now, where they're selling all little goods and stuff. I guess that's still a market. I think there's another name for it. I just can't remember. But it's like little things like that. If you're going to an event or something like that, you may need cash on you. However, you don't need to be carrying much cash around here in Zambia. I hardly ever carry more than 1,000 kwacha. And I believe 1,000 kwacha is a little less than 35 US dollars with the exchange rate right now. And I never have that more than that on me. Even in my primary bank account, I never keep much cash in there. I only keep enough cash in there for the transactions that I know I plan on doing for that day. So these are just simple ways to keep yourself safe. I will tell you this, like I have not had any type of hacking on my bank accounts since I've been in the southern region of Africa. Funny story is the last time I actually had my bank account hacked, well, my ATM card with the RFID scanners, it was leaving the airport in the United States. They take the banking laws here very serious. It's not something that they play with. Even if you're going to exchange dollars in a bank or something like that, you have to have your passport or an NRC. Like it's a whole process to it. It's not very simple. They do not play with the cash flow of fiat money. And so when you come in here, don't stress out. Don't think you need to exchange a lot of money or you need to come with a bunch of cash. Just keep your money in your bank account. As long as you have an ATM debit card, ATM Visa card, credit card, even American Express is accepted here, MasterCard. As long as you have one of the, if you with any regular financial institution, you will be able to bank here. And for me, using military banking back in the U.S., which is one of the more strict bankings, there's only one bank that I'm not allowed to use here, minus their independent credit unions. And that bank is Access, ACCESS. That is the only bank that I've come across that I have not been able to use since I've been in the country going on almost 3 years now. And so I just wanted to share that with you because I don't want you to be pulling out extra money or having to lose money with the exchange rate by converting over. Because if you just use your debit card, it's going to convert over easily. And I can tell you this applies for South Africa. This applies for Botswana. It even applies going up to Tanzania. While I was there, I would just pull out the money that I need from the ATM and I had no problems at all. And I was paying the exact exchange rate of what it is at that moment. So if you have any questions or comments, or if you're someone who's been traveling, let people know. If you're from another African country, let people know if this works there also, or if they do need to bring cash. I can't speak for the entire continent. I have not explored the entire continent yet. So if you know about more countries than the ones that I've just talked about, then just let them know down in the comments, because sharing and collaborating on information is the way we need to be moving forth for 2025 and on. And just remember this, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.